inspire and motivate them for a better future. I once again welcome you all to the panel discussion on current opportunities in IT, organized by the Department of Computer Science as a part of MGR Alumni Conclave 2021. Let's start the session with a quote of Mahatma Gandhi: "The future depends on what you do today." After nationwide lockdowns, the recovery is hiring has been quick for the sector as it bounced back with 163% hiring growth in June 2021 when compared to June 2020. With the outbreak of coronavirus pandemic, Indian organizations have been relying heavily on digitalization in order to sustain and overcome business challenges. According to the report by Naukri, the sector witnessed an increase of 52% in hiring activity last month when compared to hiring in June 2019, which is before the pandemic broke down in India. And R. Gayatri, Assistant Professor, Department of CS, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, will be moderating today's panel discussion. Today we have with us on the studio Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. S. Geeta Lakshmi Ma'am, Additional Registrar, Admin, Dr. V. Cyril Raj Sir, Joint Registrar, Events and Publications, Dr. L. Ramesh Sir, Dean, Academic Phase 2, come HOD, Department of CS, Phase 2 Campus, Dr. A.R. Arnachalam Sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. A.R. Arnachalam Sir, Dean, Academics Phase 2, come HOD, Department of CS, Phase 2, to welcome the gathering.
Very good morning to one and all connected here. So on behalf of Dr. MGR Education Research Institute, I would like to welcome you all to this Day 18 MGR Alumni Conclave 2021, which has been organized by today. So first of all, we wholeheartedly thank our Honorable President Engineer A.C. Kumar Sir for his constant guidance and support, and especially his permission approval to organize this massive 25 days event, which has been conducted by 25 departments, 25 alumni conclaves, and 25K participants, which is an official attempt towards and which has been approved and monitored by the London World Book of Records. So at this moment of time, I would like to thank Dr. L. Ramesh Sir, who has been the main person behind the initiative of this particular program. So next, I would like to welcome the Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, Professor Dr. S. Geeta Lakshmi Ma'am, who is with us today to deliver the inaugural address. Please welcome, ma'am. So thank you so much for accepting my invitation. We are very much delighted to have your valuable presence. And next, I would like to welcome the Additional Register Admin staff and students, Dr. V. Cyril Raj Sir. Please welcome, sir. And next, I would like to welcome the Joint Registrar, Dr. L. Ramesh Sir, who's in charge of the events and publications. Next, I would like to welcome all the members, faculty members, the deans, HODs, students who have joined with us today for watching this event live. So today, as you know, this conclave title is the panel discussion on current opportunities and IT industry. So really, I'm very happy and glad to invite our students who are the alumni of the particular department. So we have 4 panelists, Mr. Hemant Kumar, who is working at TCS, and Ms. Evangeline Das, who's working at Deloitte, and then Ms. Abhirami C, who is working at TCS, and again Ms. Saranya, who's working at TCS. So we all 4 are the alumni of basic computer science department. So I'm really happy that our alumni itself are the panelists for this today's panel discussion. Next, I would like to congratulate my faculty members, team of CS department who have organizing this particular event successfully. Ms. R. Gayatri, who is moderating this particular event, and Dr. S. Ismail, who is the alumni coordinator, who is coordinating this particular alumni event, along with Ms. Hemavati, who is also supporting this particular event, and other faculty members who have involved themselves in organizing this event successfully. Next, I would like to thank the MGR Magic Alumni Association for providing all kinds of support and guidance towards conducting this 18th day of this MGR Alumni Conclave event. Next, I would like to welcome all the students, my students, the present batch, as well as the alumni students and other participants who have joined with us today towards watching this particular event. So I think this today's topic is really very important for the current scenario, that is current opportunities and in IT industry. So based on this particular panel discussion, definitely the students who are watching this particular event will come to know how much opportunities are now available with the IT industry. I think after COVID, there is more amount of support by the technology part in all kinds of sectors. So definitely the panelists are going to discuss about various important questions through which the students might get different kinds of answers, which might be very much useful for their career. So I'm looking forward to this panel discussion. I once again welcome all the dignitaries who have joined with us today. To deliver the special address, felicitation address, and also I welcome all the panelists also. So I have a great session and have a great day to all. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome our Vice Chancellor, Madam, Professor Dr. Geeta Lakshmi, ma'am, to give the inaugural address.
Thank you for inviting me for this the great event of the Alumni Conclave, which would be monitored by Ramesh and his team, who had initiated it under the Dr. MGR Educational Research Institution, on behalf of the management who had supported and encouraged this event into the World Book of Records, and also to connect with the alumni. I should thank our Chairman AC Shanmugam, President ACS Arun Kumar, for supporting the department and also getting connected with the alumni and also with the faculty. So this conclave, today's topic on computer science in IT industry, definitely, as you know, like the past, I think so for past 2 years, there was not much of, much of takers for this IT industry, because it was overflown with many other system of people from arts and science and other group used to get it. But now, since there is a boom in the IT industry after the COVID, the computer science in the IT industry has been a more more wanted course in the current scenario, and I think so in future also it would take up a big leap. So with this, I welcome all the alumni to support the department, to support the future students, and collaborate with the innovations and research. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Next, I would like to welcome our Additional Registrar, Admin, Dr. V. Cyril Raj, sir, to give the felicitation address.
Good morning, dear alumni of our university, as well as dear students. First of all, I would like to thank our founder chancellor, Dr. ACS, for providing such a wonderful opportunity for all of us to grow in our career. I'd like to thank our respected President sir for leading all of us in this competitive world. With this able administration, is bringing a lot of changes, lot of new programs in our university. Dear alumni, right now we have around 15 faculties there in our university. When you have studied, probably such number of faculties would not have been there. Now we have the faculty of law, the faculty of medical science has got 2 more medical colleges also. So our Bangalore Medical College is also affiliated to our university. And then recently we have another new medical college, SLHH, brought into our university. So horizontally we are expanding. At the same time, as alumnus, actually, you are expected to participate in the overall development of this university also. The management responsibility is to horizontally develop the campus. At the same time, with the participation of alumnus, probably nuclear, each department can have a vertical development also. So the vertical development in the sense nuclear, in terms of the knowledge, and then in terms of bridging the gap between what that has been taught in the academics, and then what right now you're practicing there in the industry also. Now, as a stakeholders, what is the gap, and then unless you come forward and then participate in our academic related activities, then by becoming member of the board of studies of the department, or equivalently the curriculum development cell of that particular department, probably you can participate, and then you can give your valuable suggestions how the existing curriculum can be modified to suit the latest requirements, as well as take a pledge that at least once in 6 months you should visit your alma mater. You should guide the ladies, that is the we people there, because nuclear at some point of time, we were enabling you as ladies to climb up in your career, but at the same time, because of all the technological developments, nuclear, if the ladder remains in the same position, it is also not good. So that's what actually we are again asking you to come back to the alma mater, and then first, make ourselves nuclear known to those developments, so that nuclear. So through your guidance, probably we can take it to the students also. At the same time, we need your help to mentor some of the best students of our university. Really, the 3 years programs are doing well. The students takers are really amazing there for a 3 years program. Then the 4 years programs also. Again, we need mentors. We need support for internship. We need support for the placement activities. So all these things actually need, a dedication from your side also. So, dear friends, the journey of us nuclear or this particular university, it can be equated something like a four-wheel vehicle nuclear. One of the important wheel is that alumni. So if that particular alumni is, what is it? If it is a deflated tire or whatever it is nuclear, so definitely we cannot reach the destination at all. At the same time, nuclear, slowly we are also trying to scale up to the international standards also. We are planning to apply for QS standards. We are planning to apply for the Times Higher Education accreditations activities also. So in all those things, nuclear, they are asking for, tell your profile of your alumni. Yeah. So by knowing the profile of the alumni, nuclear, so they'll rate our university. So this is the trend which is being followed. So definitely the development of the university is our development, your development, and then our development, and then your junior students development also. So that's why actually again I am requesting to participate, make an active role in the day-to-day functioning of academic activities of the department, so that nuclear, all of us we can grow, we can reach the heights. So I have to thank Dr. Arunachalam and then his team for meticulously planning these activities. Identifying such a great alumni for motivating, sharing their views. Especially, I hope there will be a lot of discussion on the impact of AI. So yesterday also, in fact, I spoke about the AI, how it has brought down the invention of new medicines from $2 billion and then 20 years of strenuous time to 2 years with 200 millions of dollars. So these are some of the implications of artificial intelligence. Hope that the discussion, the panelists will enlighten all the alumni, the existing students, and then faculty like us, nuclear, with all the latest developments. So thanks a lot for participating in this conclave. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome Dr. L. Ramesh, sir, Joint Registrar, Events and Publications, to give the felicitation address.
Yes, thank you. Very happy and very good morning to all the alumni. We are very happy in a short span of time. We are having a very good alumni here to have discussion on the future trends, and the moderators are there and the present students are there, right? Yes, already it is explained about the plan of action which we had to connect alumni and present students through this conclave. Our dean explained very clearly what is the purpose for this. But before, I would like to take few time to give you little lessons on the conclave plus the outcome of our alumni association. In a short brief note, I will give. So one part which we are talking here is the we had long coordinators with us. That through that coordinators we had a long discussion. How can we able to connect our alumni with present students? Plus, our all present students should know that from alumni office some events is going on, and all our alumni should know that yes, something is going on for the connectivity. We have around 1,25,000 alumni. Plus 25,000, 1,25,000 alumni passed out from our university, and 25,000 present students are there. So how to make it happen? Only we had a discussion and finally come out with yes, we can do some event for a couple of days, maybe 20 or 25 days or 30 days, so that what will happen within that days there will be a connectivity which will happen. Like this is what the idea. Then come out with that we finalized a common event called conclave. So to have the conclave for some number of days to connect with all the people. Then after that our team decided okay, we are conducting the conference, but someone has to recognize us. Then only we moved to the and finally World Book of Record come out, and they given some suggestion to fine tune our part in such a way that it has to be in a common theme, it has to be in a common model, common template, common thing, continuous 25 days has to be organized in a peculiar manner, so that they can able to give as the World Book of Record certificate for the 25 days, 25K participants, 25 department. That is what come to the conclusion. And what actually we expected, we are getting very happy news after 10th day, call from the alumni. We had a call from the alumni, and lot of some emails also we got, some chat message also in the YouTube channel stating that the alumni are very happy about the progress of the program which we organized. So it means that the maximum alumni started reaching the program. Even we had one information from Delhi network stating that one of the mechanical alumni quoted that, sir, when is our alumni conclave? When is mechanical alumni conclave? And some call we received, maybe we received 10 to 15 calls stating that, sir, we want to take part in this as a speaker. So actually what we expected, it is moving in a right way. So keeping in that mind, our all departments working very hard to achieve that, particularly our primary coordinator, secondary coordinator, with that faculty members, with that student members, HODs, deans, working hardly and going in a very right pathway and to reach very pathway to reach our destiny in very soon. Maybe another couple of days is there. 20th we are going to have finished the event. Coming to the outcome, we are very happy that Dr. MGR Educational Research Institute Alumni Association is a registered association now under Society Act. We call it short name as Dr. MGR Alumni Association, MA. And we have two alumni software. One we call it as Alma Connect, and Alma Connect with 25,000 alumni, and Ma Connect with 3,000, 4,000 alumni are connected together. So through this software, we are communicating all our information to the alumni. We have around 7 local network and 5 international network. Through that, they are connected in the WhatsApp, and we are regularly communicating all the activities to them, and a lot of good things are happening in these networks. Exchanging of jobs, and a fresher will get a job through this connectivity like that. Third part, we organized decennial reunion, we organized Silver Jubilee reunion. Till now, 3 Silver Jubilee reunion we organized, decennial reunion, 4 reunion organized. This year, that is a 2011 batch celebrating the decennial, and the 1996 batch celebrating the Silver Jubilee reunion. And coming to the events, our MA association university level events, we conducted 75, and the department level events, we conducted 400 events. Plus, we do the service for the alumni in an emergency case. If they are in the abroad, they are in the outstation. Around 160 abroad alumni benefited through our office, and 250 national alumni benefited through our office. So like that, we can able to tell a lot of things. So to conclude that, our office is doing in a good way to get good things for the alumni, and we are getting feedback from the alumni every time. Based on their suggestion, their input, we are taking care and going ahead with that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. I invite our department alumni coordinator, Dr. S. Ismail, Associate Professor, Department of CS, to talk a few words about today's event.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, along with Dr. MGR Alumni Association, is conducting 25 alumni conclave across 25 departments for 25 days for the World Book of Record. We, the Department of Computer Science, are conducting our alumni conclave on 18th day. The topic for the alumni conclave is current opportunities in the IT industry. I hope this alumni panel discussion will help our current students to plan and decide their career path in the industry. I would like to welcome and thank all the speakers who are actively participating in today's discussion and sharing their knowledge on the topic. I would like to thank all the dignitaries, speakers, and the participants for their valuable times. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Now it's time to introduce our panelists. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce our panel members. Our first panelist is Ms. Abhirami. She is a student of 2019 passed out batch, and she has completed her UG in BSc Computer Science in Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, and pursuing a PG in MCA in University of Madras. She has got placed in TCS as support executive and working till date with 2 years of experience. Our second panelist, Ms. Evangeline. She belongs to 2019 passed out batch. She has completed her UG in BSc Computer Science in Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute and pursuing her PG in MSc IT in University of Madras. She is working in the company Deloitte USA, Bengaluru as software tester till date. Our third panelist is Mr. Hemant. He belongs to 2019 passed out batch. He has completed his UG in BSc Computer Science in Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute and pursuing his PG in MCA in University of Madras. He got placed in TCS as software developer and working till date with 2 years of experience. Our fourth panelist is Ms. Saranya. She is a student of 2019 passed out batch, and she has completed her UG in BSc Computer Science in Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. She got placed in TCS as support executive and working till date with 2 years of experience. Without any further delay, let's start our panel discussion on current opportunities in IT. Today, there will be 3 segments for the discussion, and each segment will have a set of questions which will be asked to each panel members. I hope all the panel members are active and are there. And let me start. I think I'll start with the first segment, the round 1, the first question. Tell me about yourself and what is your job role in your present company? Ms. Evangeline, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes. Good morning to one and all present here. First of all, I would like to thank the organization for inviting us. It was a great privilege for us to be a part in this great event. So thank you for that. So I'd like to proceed. Myself, Evangeline. I completed my schooling in Infant Jesus Metric Higher Secondary School in Manali. So I undergraduation bachelor's in computer science in Dr. MGR University Research and Institute in Madras. So I'm 2019 passed out. So after completing my undergraduation, I wanted to proceed my studies. So I picked a master's in information technology in Madras University. So after completing my master's, I came to know that I was not that pretty much good in developing coding. So you all know that BSc CS and information technology, the major subjects are the coding languages, right? So I came to that I was not pretty much good in that. So I wanted to join an additional course, which is called as Junior Software Development course in NIIT Anna Nagar. So where I learned about more about the coding languages. So that's when I came to know that I don't have interest in coding side. So I chose my role as a testing. So I explored more about the testing. So I got placed in a Deloitte USI Bangalore as a quality analyst, associate analyst role. So in my project, I'm working in a team quality analyst where we will be testing the performance testing, the quality of the product, what the developing people are developing. That's when I'm not going to be in the same position like in the testing. In future, I will be going to the position of developing, but as if to start my career, I wanted to choose the testing. And also I'm a professional certified bridal makeup artist. So this is my personal choice of choosing my career. So I'm doing it as a part-time job. Yeah, that's all about me. Thank you for giving your precious time to know about me. Thank you.
Thank you, Evangeline. Next, I'll call upon Hemant for giving his view on the question.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. It's a very good morning to all attending this. My sincere thanks to the Department of Computer Science. And I'm Hemant Kumar, completed my UG in the stream of BSc Computer Science in Dr. MJ Educational Research Institute. And one of the best things that happened in my life is joining in MJ University in personal and professional on front. And studying there, it's kind of getting a knowledge and bliss at the same time. So I was into the placement training during my graduation that was conducted by our computer science department. So that helps me a lot to get a job in an established company like TCS. And I'm a data analyst. I'm a data analyst, so I have a skill set of Unix, SQL, and DB visualizer and some of in-house tools as well. And yeah, additional to that, for my career growth, I have learned some COBOL, GCL, and DB2 tools as well. So now currently I'm working in a Nielsen project, which is US market beats. So I completed 2 years in TCS. So now I'm looking for a better change in my career. So that's all about myself. Thanks for giving this opportunity for us to join into this virtual meet. Thank you.
Thank you. Over to Abhirami. Abhirami, are you there? Abhirami? Okay. Yeah. You there, Abhirami?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Hi,
Yes,
thank you for having me in this event. Actually, my name is Abhirami and I'm an alumni of Dr. MGR in Educational Research Institute, 2019 passed out. I have completed my BSc Computer Science in 2019. So, through which I got placed in my dream company, that is TCS. My college has helped me a lot to attain all the knowledge and to get placed in TCS. I'm working for TCS for the past 2 years as a support executive. So that's all about myself, and thank you for having me this evening.
Thank you, Abhirami. Yeah. Over to Saranya. Saranya is there?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, Saranya. You can continue.
Hi. So thank you for having us here. So I'm Saranya from Chennai. I completed BSc Computer Science in MGR University and currently working in TCS as a IT support executive, which is actually my project is bank related. So it is a banking process. The job that I do is mostly of monitoring. So we need to test few applications and make sure it is working properly. Some front-end tasks as well. So also we use tools like SQL, Oracle, DB, and for sending mails, we use formatted Excel templates and few project-oriented applications as well. So yeah, that's few details about the work I do. Actually, I wanted to go for a job that is not, much stressful. So I think this was the best opportunity. Also, I'd like to thank my department for making me choose this. Also, I have to say that not just from the department, I also did something apart from college, that is Java, which was, I think it was made from our department. So I think that's it.
Thank you. Yeah. The next question. Okay, the first question. I got the views from all the four panelists, and I'll start with the second question. Why did you choose this job? I'll start with Hemant.
Yeah. Just before graduation, I started researching like which job will suit for me and which sector can I work for my future. So I came across the database management role. So I was during my graduation, I was very interested in that subject, handling the data and using this as keywords, everything. So I thought that was very interesting for me. And the same thing I got offer in my TCS. So I didn't hesitate. So immediately I get into the job, and now I'm currently working in my wish. So that was my choice, and that's it.
Next, I'll call Evangeline.
Yes. So as I told you previously that I don't have that much good knowledge in coding. So that's when I choose testing. So it's not like I was never going to do the developing thing. So for the initial stage, I want to put my career in coding, in testing, so that I can put my full knowledge to show something like I can also do. So yes, after completing my master's, I put an initiative to learn something about the coding languages by enrolling into the course of junior software development. That's when I came to know that I don't have interest in the particular thing. So I don't want to put my career in the place where I don't have interest. So initially, I want to start my professional career. That's when I choose the role testing. And also I started researching like what are all the skills and what are all I need to get placed in the role of testing. And also we all will be having some list of companies like where we like to get placed, right? So in the same way, I do have some list of companies. The one of the option is Deloitte. So I feel very lucky to get placed in Deloitte USI in Bangalore. So also, yeah, I got placed in the role of testing. So I attended many interview regarding the testing role. So I came to know like what are all the interview questions and what are the expectation for the role of testing. So I explored everything. Then I got placed in a company where I wanted to get placed. So that's what the advice I like to give for my juniors also. So you have to invest some time like where you want to get placed. Like you have to explore yourself. So if you're gonna get placed in a like as a developer as a tester, you have to explore something like what are all the expectations the company is expecting from you. So that's when I explored myself and I got placed in the company. So that's it. Thank you.
Evangeline. I think this is a good suggestion for your juniors. And the next, I'll call upon Saranya.
Yeah, first thing that comes in my mind is that most of us dream of working in big MNCs, and I think honestly that is one reason. Also, IT industry is booming now more and more. Since I'm interested in this field, I thought why not go for it. Secondly, for the policies MNCs provide. So I'm working for TCS right now under a project called Pathways, right? So it provides safety and proper security for women especially. So these days, as we all know, the things that happen around us puts us in a situation where we have major trust issues, and working here, it's like it's very secure and feels comfortable, and I can focus on other things as well. So I think that's the major reason.
Abhirami, over to you.
Yeah, from my side, why I choose IT as my profession is I have to explore my knowledge and I have to get my knowledge in a good place. So I choose IT as my profession. My college has helped me a lot in developing my knowledge, communication, etc. So in that part, I thank my college for giving me such opportunity to get my knowledge explored. So my dream company is TCS. As Saranya said, the TCS is providing women security, job security. These are the main things why I choose TCS as my dream company. And I'm working for it for the past 2 years. So I'm very happy to work for TCS because I can explore my knowledge. I can, for many things, TCS is providing me to learn many languages, many things. So I have choose IT as my profession to explore my knowledge. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. So, I think we got good answers from each and every panelist for the second question. So we move on with the third question of first round. What are some of the biggest challenges you have had face in this question? I'll repeat the question once again. What are some of the biggest challenges you had to face in this position? First, I'll call upon Saranya.
Yeah, I think biggest challenges I had to face was, I got to see, communication. So basically, I'm a person who don't interact much with people. So when I started working, there was a need as in requirement where we will have to communicate with colleagues and other teams and attend meetings like this. So, and sometimes we would have to talk about certain things in front of live audiences. So it was pretty challenging for me. I overcame that with the help of my colleagues and friends and especially my teammates. So though they know about me, like I'm not an interactive person, they would always initiate a conversation and they'd encourage me all the time. And there were also certain things like I took many sessions online. So my company provides so many online sessions like this on personal development and online learnings to develop communication skills. And often they would keep programs on personal growth. So I used to attend those sessions, and I think little by little I started interacting with everyone. And I would participate in events where I had to interact. So I think I got better at it.
I think you have done a bit good things to overcome all your challenges, I think so. Okay. Next I'll call upon Evangeline.
Yes, I will go with same point of Saranya, what she said.
Okay.
So I two major issues. One is the communication, and the second thing, there are very simple things. Now, when it comes to testing, we have to be strong in written as well as in oral communication. So when I talk with the onshore people, which is the USI people, no, I feel very hard to understand this slang. Obviously, it will be very hard to understand. But for me, I didn't even understand like what they are trying to talk. So that was my very biggest challenge I have faced. So what I did is, as Saranya said, I enrolled in some communication improving courses, and I started improving. But as of now, I used to do some grammar mistake. But as a human being, we all used to do mistakes, right? So in the same way, now also I'm keep on improving. I won't say like I improved a lot and I'm in a topmost position. So I'm day to day, I'm improving myself. I'm learning new words and I'm putting that words in my conversation. Like I'm not just away living that. I'm putting that newly learned words in my conversation. That's what we can improve ourselves. The second thing is we have to explore the very simple thing, which is an Excel sheet. So when you come to when you are working in a project, where they'll be asking you suddenly to present like what do you like learned, like what do you are doing as a work. So they want you to like present in an Excel sheet, or they want you to present on PPT like that. So you have to know like how to work on it. So in initial stage, I know to work on it, but even though I was very slow in it. So there are some major thing also in Excel sheet as well as doing PPT thing. So you have to go and play on it. Like you have to explore it. Like what are all the options we are having in Excel, doing PPT and everything. So you have to learn the initial thing so that they won't question you like how you got placed in the company like without knowing all the stuffs, right? So I want my juniors not to face this situation. So you have plenty of time to explore all this. So these are the basic thing. First of all, you should be strong enough in communication. The second thing, you have to know the basic thing like working in Excel, how to do the PPT, and how to present yourself. The basic thing is you have to present. You have to show attitude, not like too rude. It should be like professional. You should be not like a kid. So I've learned that. I used to talk a lot, but when it comes to communicating in English, I feel pretty hard. But now I am learning bit by bit. So I feel hard to communicate in prior stage. I feel a biggest challenge in talking in English, as well as in working in that Excel sheet and doing some presentation for my team. So that was my biggest challenge.
Okay. The next I'll call upon Hemant.
Yeah, I didn't face any kind of challenges, but I was suffered in because my process is 24/7. So even I need to work on a weekend as well. So what happened is, for doing night shift, I got some health issues lately. So being as a fresher, we can't refuse to do the night shift. So we need to do a night shift in a beginning time. So that is the thing that I faced, something which is abnormal to me. And yeah, later on, after getting to 1.5 years, I just told my team that I'm not well to do the night shift. And now, yeah, I came out of it, and I didn't find any kind of difficulties in job. Like, I was very good in it, and learning things also, it is kind of very easy only. So if we know the basics, then we can develop this. So no need to worry of anything there. So yeah, that's all from my side, man. Thank you.
Next, Abhirami.
Yeah, actually, what challenges I have faced is what these three of them has told already. Actually, in college there will be mentors to guide us. In when going to work, there will be no mentors. We have to face all the challenges what we are getting to do. Once you start working on it, you will get practice to it. You can get some of the help from your seniors, but you want to ask it in a polite way. You can't depend on them in each and everything. You have to get ready yourself to face the challenges, and you have to face the challenges in from your side. You should be ready for everything. So I like to say my juniors to get ready for to face challenges. They should not get afraid to face challenges. If they start working on it, it will be so easy. It will be their what to say, it will be a piece of cake to enjoy, like that. So that is from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhirami. I think from this question, juniors would have got a good lesson to what are all the challenges we'll be facing and how to overcome it. I think would have got some insight on it. Okay. I'll start with the next question. So, which is the last question of round one. So, the question is, what are the key responsibilities of this position? I'll start with Hemant.
Yeah, as I already told, I'm working in a 24/7 shift. So every week we have delivery in my project. So in my team, I'm the responsible for delivering. So in US time, we will used to deliver it. So in after business hours, we used to do it. And overall, I will be doing the delivery things. So whenever any issues comes, or whenever I need to talk to the clients, and whenever clients needs any changes, they used to call me at the time. So I have some kind of responsibilities there, so I need to take care of everything during this delivery time, and the taking the jobs and scheduling it, everything. So that was the main thing I was having a responsible, and holding my all the responsible to my teams as well. So delivering, and most of the times I need to have a call with the clients for this change. So these are the key responsible that I'm having in my team current now. So that's all from my side now.
Thank you, Hemant. Next, I'll call upon Evangeline.
So as in my role testing, the key responsibilities are, we have to first sit and think. We have to sit and think like out of the box. Like the end users will be giving us the requirements. So we have to prioritize it, like from where we have to start and where we have to end. If there is any defect occurring, we have to prioritize the defect also. Like which is the major, like we have to sovereign, like which is the major defect and which is the medium defect and which is the low defect. So we have to think, and like we have to decide which is an from where we have to start and where we have to end. So we want to see the user story, the requirement of the end user in a business point of view, not in our point of view. We have to see it in business point of view. Like I will give you an example. So during my interview process, an interviewer asked me a question. So he didn't ask me any question related to the testing. So he asked me a question generally, like to check my knowledge, like how I answering for this particular question. He told like there is a two room, like we can travel to one room to another room for once only. So there is a 3 bulb in room A and 3 switches in room B. So he asked me like how you will be finding like which switch belong to which light, which bulb. So he told like, take your own time and you should answer correctly. If you answer correctly, then you will be get selected in this company. I was like, it wasn't very easy question, right? So there is only one option. For one time only we can travel from the particular room to the another room. So I said, so first I will switch on the first switch and I'll wait for a few minutes. Then I'll off that. Then I'll switch on the second switch and I'll go for the second room. I will touch and see the switch, the bulb which is heated, which belongs to the first switch. The switch which I on the second will be in on status. So which will be the second switch. The bulb which is cool and which is off will be the third switch, which will belong to the third switch. This is how my answer is. So the answer is correct. So this is how you have to sit and think. If you take your own time, that's not an issue, but you have to put your correct point. When it comes to team discussion, when you are saying something wrong, that's not an issue. But when it comes to your work, you have to sit and think out of the box in business point of view, like what we have to test and what we have, from where we have to start, and which is the severe, like which is a high priority to test and which is a low priority to test. So this is what I learned in my role, like in testing. In initial stage, I don't know anything like what are all the important steps and what are all the low priority thing. So my team, like my QA team, people help me a lot to understand these things. So I'm advising my juniors to, if you don't know anything, you just go and ask them, like, I don't understand. You should not be shy. Like if I go and ask, like, they'll be thinking something wrong about me. That's not an issue. If they think wrong about you, that's up to them. You are going to learn day by day, right? So you have to go reach out to the respective person and you have to ask them, like, what is this? Like, where I have to start. From then you will be understanding like what I have to do in future. So this is how I learned. And these are all the key responsibility for my role, testing.
Okay, good one. Thank you, Evangeline. Next, I'll call upon Saranya.
So since the role I do is 24/7 based banking project, we do something called periodic checks. As this is based on online banking application, so we have to make sure it works properly so the customer would be able to use it without any disturb. Also, important thing is analytical skills to study problems and records and identify solutions, team-oriented attitude to help other colleagues, ability to manage time and effectively prioritize tasks at one time. And we run and execute comments, test the websites and applications which will be used by the customers. So actually, if you see the difference between MNCs and startup companies, we will be working on just one part of the process. For example, startup companies, they'll have huge process and one person should do all the processes. So I find it pretty easy when it comes to MNCs. So yeah, that's pretty easy for me.
Okay. Over to Abhirami.
Yeah, actually, my key responsibility as a support executive will be identifying software solution, troubleshooting technical issues, diagnosing and repairing the issues, and installing and configuring software, and speaking to clients to get what is the issue and giving them the solution. So as Saranya said, we are also into monitoring process. We have to do health checks and we have to give status to the clients whether the application is working properly or not. We have to make sure everything runs properly. If the command is not executing properly, we have to fix that one and get it resolved before the client is getting into it. So that is my role, key responsibility to do from my company. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhirami. So we have come to the end of the round one. And from round one, we can see that from our panelists that each of them share their job role and why did they choose their job and the challenges they faced in the position and their responsibilities. I think this would have given some information to our juniors and how the future job position and how a role of job will be when they're getting placed in the company and how they need to tune themselves. So in order to attain the position of like your seniors. Okay. Next, we'll move on to the round two. The first question of round two is how technology changed your life during COVID. I'll start with Hemant.
Yeah.
Hemant?
So yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, post-COVID, we all moved into a virtual learning, like virtual working and virtual learning. So it is good to, it's good to say every industry is challenged to quickly adapt to the new world of working or learning. So at the end of the day, we are forced to adapt the internet and internet-based applications. So one second, I'm facing
Yeah.
internet issue. Yeah, is that clear now?
Yes, Hemant, you can continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
So physical interaction and social gathering become very impossible, and so it is internet has helped us lot in this developing things, and it helps a lots to gather the things, and also using this kind of applications which makes us to gather a lot, and this new world has taught us, okay, this is the way we can use to learn, and this is the way we used to work. So this is how it helps us me in this thing. Thank you.
Okay. Next, I'll call upon Evangeline. Evangeline.
Yes. So in my perspective, I would say during the COVID situation, all the industries and organizations choose the digital environment, whereas it will be a boom for some industry and it will be an like a drawback for some organizations. When it comes to schools and colleges, it's a drawback for the students as well as for the teachers. So they have to manage their personal work as well as the school and college work. So when it comes to IT, they will be saving lots of, they will be in boom for the financial stuffs. Like they will be saving the electricity, the water, something. There will be lots of things. They will be booming in the particular for the respective industries. So when it comes to IT, what I like to say is we have to try to manage, and we have to try to adapt for the situation. Like we want to learn like how to adapt the work pressure. So when it comes to workplace, so we don't face that much work pressure. Why? Because we have plenty of time to relax ourselves, and we have plenty of people to help us. But when it comes to work from home, we have to do each and everything. It's not like for every time when we have a doubt, the respective person will come and help us. They'll be having some personal work as well as they'll be doing the work thing. So we have to adapt the work pressure, as well as we wanted to try to control our stress. So when we get stressed, it will affect our only, it won't affect the other person. So we have to try to manage the thing, and we have to make us flexible for all the situation. So when it comes to according to me, I've joined the firm 6 months before. So when it comes to Hemant, Abhirami and Saranya, they have seen the workspace as well as the work from home environment. When it comes to me, I have just seen only the work from home environment, which is very hard for me to adapt in this in prior situation. But when I go to the workspace now, for me, I feel very easy. I think like that. Why? Because so now I'm facing a lot of workload, but I'm learning a lot, but I face a lot of workload. But when it comes to the workspace, there will be some relaxing situation. There will be some relaxing environment. The people used to boost us, and we'll be having some like breakout, and we will be like we can clear out our mind. It's not like the work from home situation. So I would like to encourage you people to adapt yourself to manage your stress, as well as you have to manage the workflow, like work pressure. You have to like categorize, for this particular hour I have to complete this. You should not skip the particular thing to the tomorrow. Why? Because we don't know whether the tomorrow will come or not, right? So we have to do the thing what is assigned for the particular day. So that is what I felt. Why? Because I don't know that much briefly about the technology, what affected during this COVID. Why? Because I experienced only the work from home environment. I don't know how the workspace will be. So if I got another chance to like talk with you, interact with you people, by surely I will be telling you, sharing you my experience of workspace as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Evangeline. Next, I'll call upon Saranya to give her opinion.
So actually, for me personally, COVID has made me adapt a new lifestyle, I would say. So we would have all been curious about work from home before the pandemic started. So once we were made to work from home, I realized it was pretty hard. Uh, for some, it would have been easy. So actually, for example, prior to COVID, Zoom was relatively unknown. They were hosting more online meetings daily with people confined to their homes. Technology become more of a necessity than ever. So to keep us connected and allow us to perform our various responsibilities remotely in this new society, so direct contact between people is limited, digital, online, and smart are the new face to face. So businesses are more reliant than ever on digital technology to communicate internally, manage teams, interact with customers, and bring their products and services to market. We were all depending on technology more than ever to fill the void where face-to-face interaction is required. So the way we work, study, travel, socialize, relax, shop, everything that until now has formed the pattern of our daily lives. So I think that has changed irrevocably, I would say.
Thank you, Saranya. Then I'll call upon Abhiram.
Yeah, from my side, I would like to say nowadays we are completely depend on technology. Nowadays, nothing is without technology. We are completely reliant on technology only. So during COVID, we were curious to work on our home. But what happened is, if we started working on home, as Evangeline said, we have to control everything. We have to see people in our home, and we have to manage our work at the same time. So that will be pretty much hard to do everything. So when you will be in the workspace, everyone will be doing their work and you will be doing your work. When it comes to work from home, you have to manage everything. So it will be as technology has developed this much, this has helped this critical and crucial situation to handle without any effect and delay. So we are delivering things on time based on this technology. We are doing everything on time with this technology's help. I would like to thank this technology for helping us in this crucial situation to get our things done on time. Yeah, that is my point.
Thank you, Abhiram.
Yeah.
I think we got some good answers for the first question, how technology changed your life during COVID. We'll go on with the second question of round two. What are the current and emerging trends in IT? I'll call upon Hemant.
Yeah, now current and emerging trends in IT are like cybersecurity and cloud computing and AI, artificial intelligence and IoT, the Internet of Things. So, see, we can take any one thing, like we can take a cloud computing, which is going to boom in very next few days, and using cloud. See, even we are delivering projects and we are running the stacks on cloud also because of the backups. So everywhere we are using the cloud, even in our mobile we are using cloud, everywhere we are using cloud. So cloud is going to be an important thing in our life in next few years. So using the cloud, instantly we can access the critical data from anywhere we can access that, and no hardware or installation is required for using the cloud computing, and we can require the data fastly more than compared to anything, and we can use it in unlimited storage. Like we don't need to have the a kind of limited storage using this thing, and many things are there in cloud computing in this way. So my suggestion for the juniors is to learn cloud computing, which will be very useful even if you are working in your projects, or even if you are working in any kind of startups company also. Cloud will be the important thing, and it will be used in anywhere, like in the world, anywhere it will be used, and it will be more helpful for us, like comparing to the AI. Some people have been very interested in AI, artificial intelligence. So some people will be interested in making things in hardware also, so they can go for IoT things. So IoT things and all, like we can give whatever we know, like we can implement the new things, we can explore the new things, we can invent the new things, like whatever interest we have, whatever things we have to done, we can try it on that way. So these are the major major emerging trends in IT. And not only these things, like anything you learn, it will be useful for you. So not only you should learn only the emerging trends or anything. So whatever you learn, it won't be go waste. Anything you will have a job opportunities in IT. So that's it from my side, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Hemant. Now I'll call upon Abhirami.
Yeah, actually, what I have to say as current emerging trends, like before some years, everything was manually done. So we used to grind things in our hand. Now then, mixie was invented. So what I'd like to say is, in future, artificial intelligence will be the most upcoming trend. From my side, I'm saying, because everything will be automated. Everything will be done in automation only. So I would like my to ask my juniors to get knowledge on artificial intelligence, so that all the things will be boomed in future. So some of the other trending languages will be cloud computing, as Hemant said, edge computing in
Abhirami?
Hello, can you able to hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, now you can continue.
Yeah,
Your
I
voice
would
was
like
breaking.
to yeah, actually, I'd like to ask my juniors to get these things, to get knowledge on these things, and showcase their knowledge in upcoming IT field. Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Abhirami. Next, I would like to call upon Evangeline.
Yes. So, in my perspective, I would say the current and emerging trend in IT, mainly in testing. So, I wanted my juniors to invest some time. If you people are looking for a testing role or for looking for a quality on this role, you have to learn like UA. What is the UAT testing? What is DevOps? What is the regression testing? What is performance testing? Selenium testing. You have to invest some time. Why? Because the particular team members are longing for the person who know all this stuffs. So they are not okay with taking the people who don't have any knowledge on that. So I would say nowadays Selenium testing is on top, when comparing the other testing. So it will helps to manage your time. It takes lesser time to test and to validate the things when it comes to testing. So next, the performance testing. So you have to invest some time in performance testing, learning the performance testing. Why? Because in every project there will be some sort of things the developer team will be developing. So there will be some sort of records. So you have to learn the performance testing, whether the particular software is capable to ingest, capable to have the particular lakhs and lakhs of records or not. If it contains lakhs and lakhs of records, whether it is working correctly or not, or else if there is any mismatch in count of the record which we are injecting from some other software. So you have to invest some time in enrolling some particular courses regarding the testing. So now I'm coming to the trend and emerging thing in IT. So I would say customer data platform. So what is the customer data platform is? So customer data platform is nothing but as in if you are in a project where you want to communicate with the customer, where you want to communicate with the client, you have to say a unified set of record in a particular software. So customer data platform is a place where you can extract data from different sort of sources, and you can unify that all the sort of sources which you are extracted, and you can ingest it in the customer data platform, where you can see an unified set of records, where you can see a single view, so that it will be useful for you to communicate with the people, and you can ask them doubts, or you can ask their requirements for your project. So I would say in testing, I would recommend you people to learn and enroll in the course of CDP customer data platform, which will be very useful for you. So when it comes to my project, so my QA team, my QA lead wants me to enroll in CDP. Why? Because the development team is going to develop in CDP, but the testing team people also should know what the development team is doing on CDP, right? For that, we have to have a knowledge of the particular software or the particular tool what the development team is working. So the challenges are equal to development as well as for the testing. So I would people, when you are searching for a test course, please do enroll CDP courses, which is customer data. in future as well.
Thank you, Evangeline. Next, I'll call upon Saranya to give her opinion on this.
Actually, there's a lot at stake for 2022. So as we all know, the world is developing insanely fast, by which I mean something becomes trending when something else becomes outdated. So with the IT industry, one can claim that these changes happen at the speed of light. So there are several emerging digital trends impacting the IT industry. As Heman said, cloud computing, it is one of the largest, most sophisticated emerging technologies in IT technology sector. And also we have coding languages. It is emerging trends allowing organizations to configure high quality websites, software programs, and mobile applications. So as the scope of IT sector continues to advance, current technologies are consistently being impacted by the power of big data analytics. So yeah, also we have automation, AI, machine learning. And something which I, found out after I started working was RPA, robotic process automation, which is trending now. So which is similar to AI. So it is nothing but a term that is gaining ground recently. So it involves automating tasks using bots and previously required human labor and follow a repetitive pattern to accomplish more of these computer-based tasks with enhanced efficiency. So many businesses are embracing RPA now to help achieve more efficient workflows for rule-based tasks. So I would say even if you are a developer with the perspective of new job acquisition, you should always have an eye out for these technologies as well. So yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Saranya. So for the second question, what are the current and emerging trends in IT? We got some good answers from all the 4 panelists. I think we got the trends idea about the current and emerging trends or development and in the testing side, like cloud computing and artificial intelligence and IoT, how it plays a major role at the current trends and how it is going to be an important how it's going to be an important role in the future also. So now I'll start with the third question of round 2. What are the skills needed for the students to achieve in the IT field based on the current scenario? I'll repeat. What are the skills needed for the student to achieve in the IT field based on the current scenario? I'll start with Abhirami.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to say that first and foremost skill everyone needs is the communication skill. With the communication, only you can able to showcase your knowledge to everyone. So first thing is, I'd like to ask the juniors to get the communication skills to be done. And the next one is we need analytical abilities, creativity, and problem solving techniques, and the basic corporate etiquettes like email etiquettes, how to answer a phone call. So these are the basic skills everyone should be getting to know so that they can able to handle the things in a very good way. If they are able to communicate well and good, they can able to clarify their points and get their doubts done. So that these are the skills they have to develop from their side, I would like to say.
Okay, Vinny, thank you. Next, I'd like to call upon Evangeline.
Yes. So in my point of view, I would say the best listening skill. So we have to improve our listening skill. Why? Because when it comes to a group discussion or when we are talking with some customer regarding the requirements, we have to note it down, which is a basic thing, which I've learned in my project. Why? Because in prior stage, like I missed some points, like I missed some main requirement of the customer. So I would recommend my junior to always note it down, like what does the people is talking about. Even it may be a simple call, whatever it may be, just note it down, like what are all the requirements, what are all the main points they are, just take it and hint note. That's what I would like to tell my juniors. So the first thing is listening skill, and second thing is questioning skill. So if you don't understand even a very simple thing the person is telling, you should ask them in return, like what is that, I don't understand. It should be in a polite manner. We should not be too hard, too rude to the people who is communicating in front of us. So we should, as in a polite manner, as a professional, we should like tell, no, sorry, I don't get your point. Will you please tell it again? So in this way, we have to ask them. The third most thing I would say is we have to improve in focusing, like putting our points in business point of view. So when it comes to business point of view, everything will come to track. Like when we think the out of the box, like we can like this we can divide the thing like positive scenario as well as the negative scenario. Like we have to test the positive scenario only, right? So we have to improve our skills. So when it comes to work from home, every people are concentrating only in the project, so they don't concentrate out of the box, right? So we have to keep on like molding ourselves and keep on being in trend, like what are all the upcoming projects, what are all the upcoming trend, what are all the upcoming courses coming. So if you enrolled it and if you learned many things, so in upcoming project, you can tell them like, I'm certified in this particular course, like I'm certified, I'm good enough in this particular thing, so that I can do this, so that it will be a reward for you. That's what I think that best skill for work from home, so that you can improve yourself more. When it comes to workspace, you can't do that, right? You can only concentrate on your project only. So when it comes to work from home, you can improve a lot in your skills, so that it will be helpful for you to get placed in a company where you are seeking. So that's what I think.
Thank you, Evangeline. Next, I'd like to call upon Saranya.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I would personally suggest to develop your communication skills, like Abhi said. So also you need to, learn any programming language if you like, and try to excel in it. It would be very useful if you start learning right now when you study. Okay, so also leadership skills, you should be a team player while you're working. And when it comes to communication skills, it must not be just vocally, it should also be, non-vocal. So whenever you're sending emails, they used to check for grammatical mistakes and also you should be careful about it. Also technology skills, technology skills as in current trending, I would say it's better if you learn any one programming language, and it would be very useful for you. Also digital skills, most knowledge-based activities depend heavily on the use of technology. So, however, the key issue is that these skills need to be embedded within the knowledge domain. So, use of digital technology needs to be integrated with and evaluated through the knowledge base of the subject area. Also, you need to have the ability to learn independently. You should not depend on what others are saying, what they are saying. So I'll do it. You shouldn't have that attitude. So this means taking responsibility for working out what you need to know and where to find the knowledge. So it's like knowledge-based work. I'm not talking here necessarily of academic knowledge, although that too is changing. It could be learning about new equipment, new ways of doing things, or learning who are the people you need to know or get the job done. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll call upon Hemant.
Yeah. So in my point of view, as already even all the three said, communication is main. Okay, I will say the two things. One is soft skill and another one is technical skill we require. So in soft skill, obviously communication, as already three members say, and another one is analytical abilities. So we need to analyze, like debugging. Like we are computer science students, we used to know the debugging things. So and creativity, we need to know what code we need to use where, like depends upon our requirement, and we need to know the project managements. Like usually we used to manage the things, like in that way we need to know some kind of technical project management and the problem solving. Like it depends, like if day by day what we're doing, we need to have that in our profile set. Okay, and interest in learning and helping others, that is the main thing we need to have. So we need to help others. If we know one thing and we are good to help, if we teach something to someone else, and that will be more helpful for us to remember, or we can recall it at any time. And coming to the technical things, we need to have the coding skill. Okay, so this is the one thing that we need to know if you are a computer science student, and technical writing, whatever you think, you need to think in the technical mindset and hardware. So every time we can't depends upon the technician. Like now after this COVID, post COVID, everyone was using the lab, mobile, everything frequently. So we need to have the technical hardware, technical skill. So we need to know the basic problem. We can't solve all the problems at our end, but at least we need to know what is happening as a computer science student. And the operating system, like it's not about Windows, like ZOS and some kind of Linux and some kind of technical things. We just need to, I don't say we should have known everything very well, but we should have the overview of it. Like if someone asks us, what is this now? We need to tell. And in today's life, like iOS developing becoming the very important. Like we can learn that also. If people are interested in learning or using iOS, they can use to learn the iOS development and database management system that comes under the technical skills. So see, only one field that cannot be destroyed is a database. So whatever you do, whatever you will destroy, but database won't destroy, because at the end of the day, we need to have data somewhere, whether it is on cloud or whether it is on anywhere, hard disk or anything. So we need to know the database management. So these are the skills we need to have. And most importantly, these skills are, we no need to go somewhere and we need to learn. Everything we learned by our institute itself. During our graduation time itself, we can use to learn all those things. So no need to worry of, oh, this is the particular thing I need to learn, this is the thing I need to go there, and nothing like that. See, communication, we used to talk to our faculties or some students somewhere, everything that will happen. And coding, obviously we will have a lab and we used to practice. I know that we all done that. So that's where we got that skill, and that's where it will be useful for us to implement in our real life. So that's my point. Thank you.
Thank you, Hema.
Yeah.
So from this question and from the views from all the panelists, we can come to know that there are the skills such as coding, technical, questioning, listening, communication. So I think I've listed some of the skills, lots of skills. Our panelists were explaining lots of skills. I think I would have listed some of the skills from what they have said. I think this is a good answers and a good, like your juniors would have got some good insights on these answers. Next, I'll go on with the fourth question. Opportunities before COVID and after COVID, how do you see this? I'll start with Saranya.
Actually, not surprisingly, today all of us are compelled to go beyond our home, battling, to survive in our jobs. So the way I see it, COVID has usually impacted every section of societies. However, there are sectors that have sensed the opportunity and are set to strategize with innovations. These sectors could also be on the lookout for professionals. You can add value, creating a scope for an employment opportunities and so on. So the sectors which are in high demand, I would say, are apart from IT field, are educational technology. So for example, you have Coursera, Byju's. So in those platforms, you can, be able to learn for free. You don't have to pay. There are so many courses available like that. And also we have financial services, phone pay, Google Pay, there are so many people hiring for it now. And also we have OTT and online gaming. So previously, few people do not know that they are hiring people in this category also. So yeah, and also we have retail and e-commerce. And I think that would be it. So these are just different sectors that are, hiring people.
Thank you, Saranya. Next, I'll call upon Evangeline.
Yes, in my perspective, I would say the opportunities for the students after COVID is actually. I don't know about the other sector, but when it comes to IT sector, it was enormous after COVID. Mainly in the particular service line, as Saranya said, in e-commerce, financial service, online gaming, healthcare service line. So these are all the sectors where they are seeking for the persons, but also they are seeking for the skills, the respective skills. When it comes to online gaming now, they are seeking for the person who are very much interested in developing the apps for the online gaming. So when it comes to you, you have to decide like where you have to place your career. So you have to develop in the particular thing so that you can easily grab that grab that role. So when it comes to after COVID, these are all the main sectors like e-commerce. Everything now it comes to digitally, right? So everything we are doing through online only. So there are very rare situation we are going to bank, the rare situation to going to a railway station or to pay something. So everything we are doing online. So when it comes to e-commerce, financial services, so everything is in digital environment. So I would suggest my juniors to analyze themselves like where they want to put their role, so that they can improve themselves, like they can improve like their skills in the particular the prospective sector, and they can go and attend the interview, which will be very useful, and they can place very easily. They don't want to search for an enormous jobs. They don't want to go and seek interviews like in multiple places. So when they are strong enough in a particular service line, obviously they are going to get placed in that particular place. So that's what my advice to my juniors. And also when it comes to the question opportunities nowadays, it was enormous. There are lots of opportunities after COVID.
Okay. Thank you, Evangeline. Next, I'd like to call upon Abhirami.
Yes, ma'am. So I would like to say opportunities before and after COVID were equally same, because before COVID, we used to visit places and get ourselves placed in a company. But now everything gone virtually. You can pick any of number of companies and you can attend a number of interviews. You can get your knowledge on that basis also. You can check what are the interviewer is asking. You can develop knowledge on that basis too. Nowadays, opportunities are vast and wide. You can the only thing we have to do is to just seek knowledge and get ourselves exposed to that knowledge. That's all. Opportunities are everywhere now. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Abhirami. Next, I'd like to call upon Hemant.
Yeah. So in my point of view, opportunities are like there is nothing changed. The thing changed is the competition, because the only sector which is not affected in this COVID was the IT. Immediately once this COVID started, we are moved into work from home. So every other field are moving into IT, because that is the only thing that never stopped working during this IT time. I mean, during this pandemic also. So what happened is the competition becomes very high for the computer science students. We are learning the basic things for 3 years or 4 years courses, and some other department, like they used to learn by 6-month courses and they are getting into a job. So I don't say they can't work, but the thing is we are learning it to the full time. We are dedicating our 3 years or 4 years into that thing, and we are just getting the job. So the thing what happening is we need to survey there. We need to learn the basics here. So the competitions become the very high. The opportunities are same before and after COVID. Even the opportunities are increased after COVID because of everything went virtual, right? So even the offline works also have been done in online. So in IT, everything is getting more and more opportunities. So we can utilize it. But the thing we need to do is, as a computer science or as a IT student, we need to improve our skills more and more because of this competitive work. Yeah, that's my point, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Hemant. So from the fourth question, we can see that the opportunities have got increased after the COVID because of the virtualization and the digitalization. Okay, during the COVID times. Okay. So from the round, this is the end of round 2. I'll start with the round 3 now. The first question of round 3 is, how did your college life help you to attain this present career position? I think I'll repeat the question once again. How did your college life help you to attain this present career position? I'll start with Abhirami.
Yes, ma'am. So our college life has played a major role in getting placed in IT life because I have gained most of the knowledge in the placement training, which we got in the final semester. That was helping me a lot to survive in IT. They have taught me about the basic etiquette, so how to manage, how to speak, how to send an email, how to talk through phone. Everything they have taught me in the placement training. So with that training I got into TCS. So with all these knowledge only I'm surviving in IT now. College and the placement training has helped me a lot, and through that training, through that only I got into my dream company. I'm working for that for past 2 years. I'm gaining the knowledge day by day, but what the college has given me is a hell lot of knowledge. I would like to say that, and I thank my college this at this particular moment for giving me all this knowledge to survive in IT. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Abhirami. Next, I would like to call Evangeline.
Yes. First of all, I would like to say I enjoyed a lot in my college. Obviously, my teachers know about me. So yes, I enjoyed a lot. Why? Because my teachers gave me the full freedom to like explore, like to myself, so that I was like good in my studying, as well as mainly I used to concentrate more on the cultural events and other events other than the studies. I was more concentrated. Obviously, my teachers, like the teachers who handled my subject, they know about me, and they gave me many opportunities to take the leadership quality when it comes to Sesta, the cultural event. Myself and Hemant or the took the overall concentration of the event, and like we were concentrating more on these each and every session. So I would like to say you have to come forward to take part in all the events, so that you will be getting some knowledge, like how to tackle people, like how to move on forward. So that's how I learned the leadership quality. So it helped me a lot in my project as well. So now I can able to face the people strongly and boldly, so I don't feel shy, or I don't feel like whether that particular person will be thinking something wrong about me or not. I won't think that or not. When you want to expose and when you want to put your point, so you have to come forward. That's when I came. I've learned many things in my college. Why? Because they gave me many opportunities to expose and to put my knowledge in different sectors. And also placement cell, Vidya ma'am conducted it, which helped me a lot to understand how the IT sector will be, like how we want to present ourselves, like how even to be frank, I don't know even how to send an email. So everything I've learned from placement session, which is conducted by the Vidya ma'am. So I wanted you people to attend all the placement sessions, to all attend, come forward for all the cultural events, so that you will understand like how to manage, to like how to talk, how to be a leadership, how to stand in a leadership place. So how to tackle people. There will be different sort of people in your company, in college, everywhere. So you have to know like how to manage them. All the things I've learned from my college, especially till now, my teachers are encouraging me. Like they used to ask like what all the things is ongoing in my life. So that's when I think like how we are not deserving that much love from my teachers, because they'll be seeing enormous people, right, enormous students, right, but they are used to taking care of us even now. So these are all the things I've learned from my college. Without my college, like without my teachers, I don't know whether I can able to stand in this position. Like I can tell my share my opinion to my juniors. Only because of my teachers I am standing over here.
Thank you, Evangeline.
Thank you.
Now over to Hemant. Hemant, are you there?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes,
so, as I already mentioned, I was in the placement training during my graduation that is conducted by Vidya ma'am. So she was the one who has helped us a lot. Not only me, even my friends even in my batch, everyone she has helped. Even she taught us how to do a mail etiquettes and everything, like each and everything, how to attend the interview, how to sit in interview, how to crack the interview, how to answer to the interviewer, like everything, each and everything she taught us. And she was helped from beginning to end. Even after we settled in a job also, she used to check with us, okay, whether you are fine, you are doing good. So that is the love we got from our faculties. And the most important thing is, I have friends from outside of this college, so they won't say they got this in placement training and all. They just say, okay, one day they conducted the camp, and for us, it's been for 3 months. 3 months we were attending that thing, and all of my friends have been placed in a good company. So that is the thing, we are feeling very blessed to being in MGR college. So and also I need to thank our other faculty. Like we don't think they are like faculty, we just go and talk to them very friendly. Any help we will ask them, anything we need to learn we will ask them. And they taught us more thing in our life, like soft skill, I said, everything, analytical skill, everything. Like I need to personally thanks Vidya ma'am and Rogni ma'am is one of the ma'am. She helped me a lot in my interview thing. And Emma ma'am, so we were very close. Like we don't hesitate to ask any doubt to them at any time. And Ismail sir, who organized this event, who used to organize the event. And as Ivan said, me and Ivan was the overall coordinator for the SISTA symposium. So that was the thing where I learned how to handle the things, like I told you already, like how to manage the things, like how to think all things in correct manner, time management, everything which I learned. So whatever we need, I already said, whatever we need we no need to go outside, or we no need to learn from outside. Everything is here. So for juniors, I'm saying, if you have any doubt or if you want to learn anything, you can just go and talk to the faculties. They are not like faculty, they won't treat you like that, in that way. Like everyone will be very friendly. I'm very blessed in that way to be in the part of MGR University. So that's the part. Thank you.
Thank you, Hemant. Now I'll call upon Saranya.
As everyone said, see, as a student, I was not focused just on studies. I wanted to enjoy college life as well. But having said that, the teachers here were absolutely helpful and supportive to us right from the beginning. They let us have fun and also focus on studies too. They are friendly, so it was easy for us to, talk to them, ask questions, and they would always answer. So I'd say if I'm in this position today, it's because of them. So I should definitely thank them for it. And because of their help, I wouldn't have come this far. So we also had so many knowledge-based programs and soft skills classes. Finally, we had campus interviews. And to prepare for MNCs, also we had special classes for it, separate session for it as well. So there were so many classes like this. So college was not just about studies, it was more about developing new skills, and it taught us, and I would say mainly prepared us for the future, I would say. And all this happened just because of the staffs here. So personally, I take this opportunity to thank every one of them, especially Vidya ma'am, Hema ma'am, and everyone else. So thank you.
Thank you, Saranya. So it's good and happy to hear about your college life experience from all of you. Now I'll move on with the second question of round 3. What future do you see for the job market in your present career? What trends do you see developing over the next few years? I repeat the question. What future do you see for the job market in your present career? And what trends do you see developing over the next few years? Now I'll call upon Abhirami.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, as I said before, artificial intelligence will be playing a major role in the upcoming IT career, because everything will be automated and everything will be in place of automation. So I would like to suggest everyone to get some basic knowledge on artificial intelligence. Even though they are focusing on other languages which are they interested, I'd like to gain some more knowledge on this artificial intelligence that will help them to grow in their career as anything. Like they can showcase their knowledge by automating the things, and even though the things are done manually, with this artificial intelligence and automation knowledge, they can make it pretty much easy to work on the IT field. So I would like to say this artificial intelligence, cloud computing are the emerging techniques where the students can showcase up their knowledge and gain most of the knowledge in that part. Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, Pirani. Over to Evangeline.
In my perspective, I would say, as I told you before itself, customer data platform will be in boom in future. But especially when mobile test automation will be more important. Why? Because everything now we are doing manually over here in this particular situation. So everything is doing everything we are doing in a digital environment only. So I would suggest my juniors to concentrate more on mobile development, mobile developers. Why? Because everything we are doing in mobile. So in future, I would say in my particular position testing, they are seeking for the mobile testers, like mobile phone developers, app developers. So that these are all the in future. So everything, there are multiple. Now we are doing our work in laptops. In future, it may be turned like everything comes to our hand, like in mobile phone itself, right? So when it comes to mobile app development, I think, in my perspective, I would think that that may be an boom in future in my particular position in testing. So that's what my thought about the particular question.
Thank you, Evangeline. Next, I would like to call upon Saranya.
Yeah, actually, since I'm new to this industry and all, I hope to gain valuable insight and experience that will help me in the future. So I plan to build on the skills I learn in this job and develop a clear picture of where I see myself professionally over several years working with the company. So a few of the goals I've set for myself over the next few years include leading a team, gaining new project management skills within my position. So I'm excited about the opportunities this job would provide me. So as I believe they would support my long-term career goals and allow me to grow within my company and give back by utilizing the skills I'll gain. So not only that, as I already said, you should study a new programming language, and you should try to excel in it. So it'll be better for you in the future, because as we all know, there are so many programming languages that are coming now. So if something is running today, it might not be running tomorrow. So I hope you should try to excel in it. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. And next, I'd like to call upon Hemant. Hemant?
In my perspective, I think seeing this pandemics and this everything work from home and moving into the virtual culture, I think the healthcare projects and banking projects will be very boom. So we can concentrate on these based projects. Like we can learn the things from this healthcare based and the banking based, and these kinds of things will be very boom at the time. So based on that, you can learn the things like based on healthcare, what are all things we can do. There will be plenty of courses. There will be plenty of things to learn on healthcare, and there will be plenty of things to learn on banking. Even if you are Java developer, even if you are a SQL developer, you can have a place in a banking project. So in that way, these two things, these two domains will be in very boom. So guys, please focus to get the learning on that skill set. So that's my point of view, and that's my tip, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Hemant. I think our students would have got some good knowledge from the second question. I'll move on with the third question. What kind of opportunities are available for the students in the current IT industry? I'll repeat the question. What kind of opportunities are available for the students in the current IT industry? I'll start with Evangeline.
Yes. So as per my perspective, I would say nowadays in IT field, they are seeking respective roles, which is data security administrator. Why? Because we are virtually doing our work, right? So when it comes to virtual, the data should be very confidential. So they are seeking for the data security administrator. The job role for the data security administrator is more actually. So when the people are strong enough in that particular role, so they are capable to attend the particular role role of interviews. So the next thing I would say is like I've noted it down so that I don't want to miss it for my juniors. For IT managers. So why? Because IT managers, what they will do is they will be like training the team. They will be giving some logical ideas to do it more better. So we should improve our knowledge by thinking logically, seeing it in business point of view, or we should have that capable to manage our whole team. Like there will be different teams in particular project. There will be a quality analyst team, there will be development team, and there will be a team who is managing the cloud stuffs. So there are different types of team but the managers are one or two. They have to take care of all the things, right? So they will be seeking for the particular person who should have the leadership quality, as well as they should have the overall knowledge of all the teams. So the main purpose for the IT managers, they have to take care of all the team for the particular project. The next thing what I have written is web developers. So as I told you before questions, mobile app developers. Not only the mobile app, there are multiple stuffs to develop in projects, right? So you have to like as Saranya told priorly, we have to be ensured to in at least in one coding language. So it will be useful for us. It won't go waste anywhere. Like for the next project, if you are not using that particular coding language, obviously it will be useful for some other project, right? So you have to be strong enough in at least one of the programming languages. To be honest, I am in process of learning programming languages. As I told you priorly, I was not that much good enough in coding, so I'm learning it now. So after learning, I'll be switching on to the promoted level of developer. So it will be useful for me. So before you starting your career, you should like validate like where I can start my career and how I can improve myself to go for an further position. So, and the next position is computer research scientist. So what this particular role people do is they will be searching for they will be searching for some ideas like how to improve the industry, like how to improve their organization. So these are all the roles which are booming in upcoming days. So that you can pick up the particular role or particular sector or particular service line, so that you can improve yourself in particular thing and you can get placed. It will be easy for you to get placed in future.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to call upon Hemant.
Yeah, best technologies career in industry. Like we can say software developer and web developer, computer support specialist, and data scientist. So these are all the major things in market now that you need to learn. So if you know this one thing itself, you can get a job at anywhere, anytime. And database administration and networking administration. So another important thing is whatever you know, you need to know the networking. So how networks works, and that is the basic thing. So that also a very important thing. So as I already said, a software developer, which helps you a lot in your career, and web developing, and as well data administration and networking. So these are all things is the best thing, man. Best technologies for my juniors that I can see.
Thank you, Hemant.
Yeah.
Next, I would like to call upon Abhirami. Abhirami.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever I wanted to say has been already elaborated by Evangeline and Hemant. They have already told the all roles and whatever the students has to develop in nowadays. So they have already given the brief definition for that. So I'd like to tell that opportunities are vast and wide. So whatever languages they are in Excel, they can keep on trying to get more knowledge on that part, and whatever emerging language they can able to get in touch with each and everything on that part also, so that they will not miss anything in that side. So I would like to say, if in one particular language they are strong, I want that particular people to get excel in it, so they can showcase their knowledge in that part. That is the thing I wanted to say.
Okay, Abhiram. Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to call upon Saranya.
Actually, speaking of IT, IT is a fascinating career field, equally challenging, relatively easy to get in, and for the right individual. So, for all IT-related occupations, technical and professional certifications are growing more popular and increasingly important. So, IT workers must, they continually update and acquire new skills to remain qualified in this dynamic field. That is very important. So, opportunities that are high in demand, I would say computer software engineers, system analysts, database administrators, and computer scientists, and computer and information scientists, software, hardware engineers. So I personally think the career path should be chosen based on the student's passion and interest in that field. So there are plenty of career choices to choose from, like engineering, medical, and management. So apart from that, so the sustainability of a career depends on person to person. So people tend to leave companies often because of improper career guidance at the beginning of their career. So I think safe career paths are important, and that provide good salary and job security. So I think choosing a risky career path like music or dance, that become an increasing trend among the millennials. So the millennial mentality is far different from the previous generation's mentality in terms of career paths. So I would say companies should address and provide good career guidance to their employees. So honestly, educational institutes should provide career counseling to students in accordance with their interests and attitudes. So I would suggest you all to do your research and think what suits you the best. So yeah, I think that would be it.
Thank you, Saranya. I think students would have got a good idea of the various opportunities which are available in the current IT industries. So let me move on to the last question of round 3. Your final advice to all your juniors on getting placed in top MNCs. I repeat, your final advice to all your juniors on getting placed in top MNCs. Over to Abhiram. Abhirami, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Network issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, my advice to the students would be like they need to develop all the knowledge based on the interest they have. They have not only to touch on each and everything. They have to keep in deep manner for particular language. They have to showcase everything they are in interest of, and as I said before, communication plays a major role in their career. So each and everyone should get their communication skills developed and their etiquettes to be in proper manner, so that they can just showcase their talents and they can explore everything in that field, because IT field can give you anything. You can showcase their knowledge and they can explore anything in the IT sector. So I would like to ask my juniors to get their communication soft skills and the particular language skills also developed, so that they can pretty much good to face all the challenges in the IT sector. Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhirami. Next, I would like to call upon Hemant.
Yeah, so to my juniors, I don't say it as advice, because we itself started our career for 2 years only. So I will just say as a suggestion. Yeah, as I already said, we need to learn one thing and we need to be excel on it. That is fine, but we no need to go somewhere and we need no need to pay the money, and we need to learn. Everything is available on online itself. Like if you want to learn something, even the other institutes are also teaching in online only, like online classes. So you can learn through online itself. No need of to pay anything. Like no need to spend something to pay. I mean, no need to spend something to learn any new things. And also getting placed is very easy. Like if you track the interview, if you learn the theoretical part, and if you track the interview, you can be placed in any company easily. But surveying there is very tough. Like you need to learn the subject by very basics. Then only you can survey there. So what I'm trying to say is, try learning from the scratch. Don't learn the overview and just go to the company, because that will be the very toughest thing that you can face in your company. And also I need to say one thing is like, just develop your skills like communication and other abilities and everything. You just try developing now itself. Like if you started in second year also, it's no problem. And if you are in a final semester and you are going to attend the you are going to attend the interview also, no need of worry. You have time, so you can start by any time. And also another thing is like, we no need to be very confused. See, our CGPA is important, but that doesn't help us in work. So what other skills we are having is the very important that we can gain from here itself. So that is the thing which I can like to say to my juniors. So yeah, that's it, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Hemu. Now I would like to call Saranya.
Actually, we've all been there, so there's nothing new. Though college is a great opportunity to learn life skills, it's also a time when you're surrounded by several resources and individuals ready to help you in advance in your field. So as a college student, taking career advice in particular can help you feel more equipped upon graduation. So it can also help you become more confident in your skills and ensure you've chosen the right field, as well as guide you toward making helpful career decisions. So as you continue your college education, it's important to consider suggestions that can help you grow personally and professionally. So I would suggest when don't merely memorize what is being taught. So I've done that mistake so many times. So example, when it comes to writing programmings and all, program languages and all, I memorize the program and I try to code it and execute it. So after working, I realized it like we should have known something about it, the depth of understanding, that is very important. I realized it after coming to work only. So I think that is important. Remember that grades always count. So I would say don't put up until tomorrow what you can do today. You need to seek out special opportunities and consider taking part in a work study program that is offered by the department. Grow your skills and knowledge. You need to get an early start for everything and pursue your passion. That is of course important. Strive for excellence and stay motivated. Use your school's career services as much as possible and actively seek opportunities. Find companies on social media. That is also important. So yeah, I think that would be it. Thank you.
Thank you, Saranya. Now I'd like to call Evangeline.
So everything was briefly elaborated from my friends. So what I would like to suggest my juniors is, so don't depend on only IT. Why? Because we don't know, like finger crossed, like it will be available in future also. But I wanted you people to be strong, like not dependent on anything. You should be independent. Like you should be strong. Like you should sit and think, like explore yourself, like in which thing you are excellent. Like for me personally, I would like to do make a transformation. I would like to explore something new. So I learned the bridal makeup course. So I'm doing it as a part-time job. So if the order comes in Saturdays and Sundays, so that's when I will do it for my satisfaction. So that's when you sit and think like which makes you more happier, which career makes you more happier. So other than IT, I'm suggesting you. So which will be helpful for you in future if there is an absence of IT. So I would like like to suggest my juniors to explore themselves, as well as in professionally. You have to improve yourself by enrolling to the respective courses where you want to get placed in future. So in my case, I will say, like after completing my master's, I was searching for the testing role. I was keep on searching for the same testing role, but I didn't grasp the opportunity where I get from the development role. So I don't want to get into that. So I keep on searching for the testing role, and I got placed in Deloitte. So I suggest you people to grasp the opportunity, whatever you get, so that you will learning more. And as side by side, you have to learn for the respective role you want to be in future. Like if you want to be like placed in a testing role, So if you're getting a development opportunity, you just grab that, like learn from that, as well as keep on exploring something new in testing as well. So when at a point you'll be knowing like, okay, now I'm capable enough to get placed in testing role. So now I'm capable enough to get develop a thing. So at that point, you go and grasp your dream role. So that's what my suggestion for you guys, so that it will be easy for you, like financial as well as personal. So you can gain some knowledge. So when it comes to me, I would say I have an experience of only testing. So in before, when I grasped the opportunity of development, now I would be like having an experience of development as well as in testing, right? So I missed it. So I'm advising you guys to not miss any opportunity. It may be very low, like very low salary. Please do capture the opportunity, whatever you get. So please grasp it and gain more knowledge. So explore yourself first, like where you want to stand first. Set an like dead end, like, okay, I have to reach there, so that you can able to keep on working on it. And I'm not demotivating you, like you have to only switch on to your respective dream role. Why? Because many people will be having financial needs, right? So it depends on you. You have to sit and think which is more priority for you, so that it will help you to grasp your respective role and grasp your respective company where you want to get placed. So this is what my advice to my juniors. Why? Because we don't have that much experience in IT field, right? So as per our knowledge, we are advising you. I hope it will be very useful for you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Evangeline. So we have come to the end of the session, and thank you so much all the panelists. So each panelist gave their experience about their work-life atmosphere, the challenges they faced during the COVID time. Based on the discussion made in all the three segments, we can see that communication skills plays a major role, and technology changes the nature of jobs. Even though some jobs will become redundant, technological advancement has the potential to create many more employment opportunities. Continuous learning and updating these skills is the need of the hour. Thank you so much, my dear panelists. It was indeed a very wonderful session and important and a needful topic on the current scenario. May I now request Dr. Ismail Kaliula, Associate Professor, Department of CS, Dr. MJ Education and Research Institute, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. It is my pleasure to propose the vote of thanks for this MGR Conclave 2021, day 18th, on the topic of panel discussion on current opportunities in IT industry. First, I would like to extend my gratitude toward our Honorable President, Engineer ACS Arun Kumar Sir, for giving us an opportunity to organize this panel discussion in grand manner. I am grateful to our Vice Chancellor, Dr. S. Geethalakshmi ma'am, our Provost, Dr. J. Gopalakrishnan Sir, our Rector, Dr. D. Vishwanathan, and our Registrar, Dr. C. B. Palnivelu, for their tremendous guidance and motivation. We would like to thank Dr. V. Cirilra Sir, Additional Registrar Admin, and Dr. L. Ramesh Sir, Joint Registrar, Event and Publication, for their tremendous effort toward executing this massive World Book record of event. A special thanks to Mr. Prabhu, Joint Registrar, HNS, Dr. K. Sendil Kumar, Dean Admin Phase 2, for being the pillar of the support. I would like to thank our HOD cum Dean Academic Phase 2, Dr. A.R. Arunachalam, for his constant encouragement. I thank Mrs. Gayatri ma'am for moderating this event wonderfully, and Mrs. Hemavati for providing additional support. I also thank Magic Association team member, Deputy Dean, Mrs. Kirubadevi ma'am, Mr. Rajkumar, for the valuable support and guidance toward the organizing the event successfully. And I would like to thank our beloved panelists. I request all the panelist members, please switch on your camera, please. Yes, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank our beloved panelists, Mr. Hemant, Ms. Evangeline, Ms. Abhirami, and Ms. Saranya, for accepting our invitation and decided to support us for this Alumni Enclave 2021 event. It was really knowledgeable and enriching session. I would like to say a big thank to you, the class in charges, all the faculty members and the students and other alumni participating who are joining and watching this event today. Keep supporting us by connecting to all our further program. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, coordinators. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, participants, for your support and love. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone, for hearing us so very polite.